Hey guys, Franco from Your Guitar Academy. On this video we're learning how to play Karma Police by Radiohead, and it sounds like this. Right, so before we dive into it, remember to like and subscribe to our channel, as well as click on the link in the description below to see a full write-up for this lesson. Okay, so Karma Police, it's a great song. It's a great song if you're just getting into acoustic guitar and you want to learn some tunes, that's perfect. Okay, we're going to talk about the different parts for that song. We've got three main parts. We've got the main intro verse that I started with, the chorus, and the outro, which is almost a different song, it's a different key, it's great. Okay, so we've got a lot of different chords on the intro, so rather than going through the chords and then showing you the strumming patterns, I'm going to start with the strumming pattern, because it's pretty much the same thing all the time. The strumming pattern I'm going for is 1 and 2, and a 1 and 2, and a 1 and 2. So my right hand is constantly going down on the beats and the off beats. So when I'm saying a number, it's going down, and when I'm saying and, it's going down. So it's 1 and 2 and a 1, okay? So now let's talk about the chords. The first chord we've got is A minor. Probably know that one, but if you don't, my first finger is on the B string, fret number 1, third finger, the ring finger, is on fret number 2 of the G string, and my middle finger, the second finger, is on fret number 2 of the D string. And we're starting from the A string. So that's the first chord, and we're playing the pattern we've just seen. So 1 and 2 and A. Okay, just 2 beats. Then we move on to the next chord, which is a D7 over F sharp. It's a weird name, but it's not a crazy chord to play. What I'm going to do is, starting from that A minor, my middle finger is going to go up to fret number 2 of the low E string, playing an F sharp, sorry. And that's how we get that beautiful weird chord. So it goes A minor, and I'm playing the same pattern on that D7 over F sharp. So A minor, 1 and 2, and A 1 and 2, and A. Right? Next chord is E minor, same pattern. So E minor, in case you don't know it, middle finger on fret number 2 of the A string, third finger on fret number 2 of the D string. Let's put everything together. 1 and 2. Next chord is G major. So I play it in a weird way with my pinky barring fret number 3, but probably learned it that way. So I'll try to play it that way. In case you don't know it, same thing, middle finger is on fret number 3 of the low E string, first finger A string, fret number 2, and fingers 3 and 4 are on fret number 3 of the B and high E string. That's the quickest way I've ever explained a G major to anyone. So let's put everything together. A minor. And G. That's the first kind of main line we've got for the intro. The next one starts the same way. We've got A minor again. And then you've got the mighty, your favorite, the F major. So F major, you could go for that chord there, the bar chord, you probably hate it already. Or we've got that one with the thumb, which is my personal favorite. Or you've got that open chord, which is actually an F major 7, but it works on the song. So if you don't know how to play bar chords, that's a great way to just carry on with the song. What I'm doing is my third finger is playing the D string, fret number 3, middle finger playing the G string, fret number 2, and my first finger, B string, fret number 1. And then you can ring or not the open high E string. Okay, so A minor, F on that second line, and then we've got E minor again and G again, just like we did on the first line. So let's put these two lines together. Again, we're playing each chord for 2 beats, so the pattern is always the same. First line, D7, F sharp, E minor, G. Second line, A, F, E minor, G again. Okay, moving on. Third line, we've got A minor, again, same one as we started with, then D major. I tend to play it that way, with my first finger barring fret number 2, but usually I teach it that way. So first finger, fret number 2 of the G string, ring finger, the third finger on fret number 3 of the B string, and first finger on the high E string, fret number 2. So A minor, D, same pattern again, and then we move on to something a bit weird but super interesting. We've got G major. After G major, we've got G over F sharp. So again, it's a weird name, but what we're doing is moving the first finger up a string, removing the middle finger. That's it. That's the G over F sharp. So we go right, and then we've got C major. It's a new chord in the song. So C major, in case you don't know how to play it, third finger on the A string, fret number 3, middle finger, fret number 2 of the D string, and the first finger on the B string, fret number 1. And then we're going to go lower with that one again with the bass, so it's going to be a C over B, which is pretty much the same thing as we did before on G. The middle finger is going to go up a string on the second string, the A string. Okay, so if you put these last 4 chords together, we've got G, sorry, then we've got G over F sharp, C, C over B, and we finish with A minor. Okay, let's focus on these weird chords we played, the last 4 chords. So G, okay, that bit here. So the pattern, I'm changing it slightly. What I'm doing is 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a. So what I'm doing is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so it's pretty much the same pattern, but I'm doubling it. 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a, landing on A minor at the end. Okay, let's put everything we've got so far together, just so it's a bit more musical. So from the top. Third line, the weird chords. Cool, and we're finishing that whole thing with an A minor, and this time this A minor we're playing it for 4 beats. So the pattern, we could play the same pattern we've played so far and double it and play it twice, but just to create something new and interesting, and just to push you a little bit, let's try to find a different pattern. So what I would go for is this pattern here. So what I'm doing is over 4 beats, 1 and 2 and A, E and 4 E and A, 1, 2 and A, 4 E and A, 1 and 2 and A, E and 4, E and A. Now that can be a bit confusing if you're just looking at patterns and you're just barely starting. So let's try to break it down with the movements of my right hand. My right hand is doing down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. Let's slow it down. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. Right? I think that's the pattern he's playing on the record. Okay, so that's everything we need so far to play a chord for 2 beats, a chord for 4 beats on that song. That's the 2 patterns we'll usually go for. We're finishing this intro with 2 last chords. We've got a B minor for 2 beats as well, just like we did from the top of the song, and a D major. So B minor, this one, we don't have a choice, we've got to go for a bar chord. My first finger is barring from the A string on fret number 2, and then below my first finger, I've got an A minor shape. And that's your B minor. And then the next chord is D major. We've seen that one before. Right, let's put everything together, the whole intro and verse together. So it goes A minor to D7 over F sharp to E minor, G, A minor, F, E minor, G, A minor, D, the weird bit, G, C, A minor for 4 beats, B minor, and D. Okay, so that's the whole intro. Now, if you're a more advanced player, you probably heard that there's something different about the way I play it, which is I'm not doing that bass movement from E minor to G major that they're doing on the recording. So that bass movement goes, if I start from the top of the intro, there. So every time we've got E minor then G, they're doing some kind of approach of that G by F sharp. So they're playing an F sharp and moving on to a G, which is the root note of the G major we're about to play. We could do it that way. And the rhythm, if I get it right, is right. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so we're playing just on the offbeat, that F sharp. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we keep the same pattern as before. You could do that every time you've got E minor and then G major. Now, if it's too tricky, don't worry, it's fine. You can still play the song without that bass thing going on. It's completely fine. Okay, moving on to the next part of the song. The next part of the song, I'm going to call it the chorus, goes. Right, I don't know if it's a chorus, but it's definitely something different from what we've seen. The chords are not too hard, and the patterns I'm playing, the patterns I've just played, are exactly the same patterns we've been through on the intro. So again, look at the write-up that you've got on the description below to see the write-ups of the patterns I'm playing and the chords I'm playing. It's going to be very helpful. The chords I'm playing on the chorus are C major for 2 beats, same pattern as before. Then D major, 2 beats again, G major, F sharp major, so F sharp major bar chord, starting on fret number 2, so I'm barring fret number 2 with the first finger, and below my first finger I've got an E major shape. So that first line goes C, D, G, F sharp. So that F sharp, I'm playing it with the thumb, but it's the same thing as that shape. And we do that line twice, okay? So if we play it twice, second one, probably hear the melodic line that the piano is usually playing on the recording at this stage. The third line is slightly different. We start the same way, C, 2 beats, same pattern, D, same pattern, 2 beats, G, same thing again, and then B minor, that we've played before. And all these chords, again, the same pattern as before. So that third line. Right? And the last bit we've got is a C major for 4 beats. The pattern, C major for 4 beats, is the same as the A minor we've played on the intro for 4 beats. 1 and 2 and E and 4 and okay, same thing as before. And then B minor again for 2 beats and D major. So again, the only thing you need to remember is the structure of it and the chord progression, and then the patterns are not new at all. It's exactly what we've played before. When you've got 2 beats, it's the first pattern we've learned. When you've got 4 beats, such as that C major, it's the second pattern we've learned. The only one we've got over 4 beats. Let's put the whole chorus together. So C, D, G, F sharp, C, D, G and F sharp again. Third, C, D, G and B minor this time. To C for 4 beats. B minor, 2 beats. D again. Okay, and that's it for the chorus. Cool, let's move on to the outro of the song. So the outro goes like this. So we don't have any new chords, any new shapes, but the pattern is slightly different this time, so I'm going to go through it again. But let's talk about the chords. We start with B minor, same as before, bar chord starting on fret number 2 with an A minor shape. Then we've got D major, G major, I'm going to play it the way I should, D major again, G major again, D major again, and E major for 4 beats. Okay, let's go through that again. B minor, D, G, D, G, D again, and E major. Now remember that when you're going from G to D, which is something we're doing a lot on this outro, if you play G major properly, so the way I'm usually not playing it, but if you play it that way, the third finger is ready to play the D major, so the transition is quite easy. You don't have to move the ring finger at all from G to D, which is very convenient in this outro. Okay, now it's the outro of the song. It's beautiful, but you want to create something different as the rest of what we've been playing. So the pattern, we're going to change it a little. The pattern is going to be, if I start from B minor, the first chord of the song, first chord of this outro, sorry. 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a. So what I'm doing is down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Okay? And I'm going to do that for every chord, basically. So B minor, I'm going to do it once, 1 and 2 and A. Then I move on to D major, same pattern. G major, same pattern. D major again, same thing. G major again. D major. And then we've got E major for 4 beats. So I'm doing it twice. That's it. It's that simple. The main difference between this pattern we're playing and the one we've been playing so far is that usually we do 1 and 2 and so we're faking the and of beat number 1. On this one we're not. We're playing it just to add something different to it. So instead of 1 and 2 and what we're doing is 1 and 2 and 1, right? Let's play that outro with this pattern again. So B minor, D, G, D, G, D, E. Twice. And we do that over and over again. That's the outro of the song. Now, one last detail when you're playing this song. When you're listening to it, you can probably tell that the pattern it's not even, like the way they're strumming. The volume is not even. So I would emphasize beat number 2 every single time. So I would do, if I go back to the intro, for example, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Not that loud, but that's the idea. 1. It's the kind of details that are going to make your sound just better, and it's going to make that song sounds really good instead of just, oh, that's the right song. Okay, I hope that was clear. That's a lot of different patterns and a lot of different chords, but this song is worth it, I swear to you. I'll see you in another video. Cheers, bye bye.